What has happened to the motorcycle market in 2024? It seems to me motorcycle sales have seen a decline, but not necessarily in the way you think. Sales figures in the UK indicate there has been a shift in buying trends in 2024, indicating that in the first quarter, the only major increase in new bike sales has been in the 126 to 500cc bracket in comparison to 2023. Okay, learner legal bikes have seen a mere 1.2% increase over last year, but in all other categories, we are seeing less new bikes sold in the first quarter of 2024 compared to the first quarter of 2023. 50cc bikes are down 9.8%. 501 to 700cc bikes are down 14.1%, 751 to 1000cc bikes are down 1.5%, and 1000cc plus bikes are down 6.9%. When we compare that to the first quarter of 2023 compared to 2022, where in every category, all sales of bikes between 49cc and 500cc were down by between 5 to 10%, whereas 500cc to 1000cc were up between 10 to 16% in 2023 compared to 2022. And where we compare that to 2021, where in 2022 every category was up in new sales from between 25.8 and 43.4%. That's a massive difference. Of course, there was the COVID factor to take into account and the aftermath of that. Then with the disaster of Liz Truss's budget in September of 2022, people in 2023 were keeping hold of their money, showing hefty sales drops in comparison to 2022. Now, despite the start of 2022 being a disaster, that year did pick up, with the excitement of COVID being almost over and put to bed. However, even though sales have increased by just 0.1% for the first quarter of 2024, from 37,870 to 37,912 over 2023, that is nothing to get excited about, because it's literally a couple of hundred. What I will do now is throw up a comparison chart that shows the first quarter UK new bike sales figures over the last 10 years, from April 2015 to April 2024. So what this actually shows is that sales figures of new bikes are actually pretty much on par with 10 years ago. However, it is what people are buying that is the interesting bit. In 2015, roughly 2,850cc mopeds were sold compared to just 1,100 in 2024. And in 2015, around 13,000 125s were sold in that first quarter compared to just 11,200 in 2024. The other brackets were quite similar, with just a few hundred difference in either direction. However, this year is seeing more interest in the sports bike arena, reflecting their 16.7% increase in sales over 2023. What has been the big change is the huge increase in adventure bike sales now compared to 10 years ago, even being 11% more in 2024 compared to 2023, but a big decrease in naked bike sales compared to 10 years ago, mostly making way for the modern classics to take up the shortfall from manufacturers such as Royal Enfield and Triumph, and the Chinese manufacturers with their insurgence of retro-looking 125s to 400s. However, naked bike sales are even over 10% down on last year. Adventure bikes such as BMW's GS series and many other manufacturers following suit has made adventure biking trendy rather than just a bike to tour Europe on. What isn't a surprise is that Honda is usually always at the top of that sales tree, closely followed by Triumph and Yamaha. Further down the top 10 tree, you'll also find BMW, KTM, Lexmoto, Kawasaki, Suzuki and Harley. However, now you often see Royal Enfield with their modern classics in that top 10 list. However, despite all the government hype and noise around all manufacturers having to produce electric vehicles, we are now seeing a huge decline in electric motorcycle sales, partly due to the government removing their electric vehicle incentive schemes and the fact that bigger companies are still far too expensive, with people seeing electric bikes being more inconvenient, having to charge them in increasing electricity costs and the hassle of doing it rather than a 5-minute fuel stop. But what hasn't helped that figure is the big interest in electric bicycles, especially bikes such as the Suron with their 45+ mph speed, rapid acceleration, trendy mountain bike style looks, especially when Euro 5 regulations are strangling 50cc mopeds to just do 28 mph and 125s doing 55 to 75 miles per hour. Teenage trends are preferring to play Fortnite or chat with friends online or messaging, together with the let's make the world green, even though I don't understand what I'm offended by society, also seems to have become the preference over razzing around on a motorbike with your mates. Now, I am popping over to the English electric motorcycle place in Diss next week, but I was shocked to find that when I rang them, they said they don't stock new bikes anymore. They've just mostly got used bikes. They've got the odd one or two Energica, and they've got a new Energica adventure bike, but they don't have any demos. Now, what I was particularly interested in, especially in terms of looks, was the RGNT classic electric bike. But they've told me they don't even stock them in the showroom now. They are only available to order, and they are the only UK supplier. So I'm going to have to go to their HQ in Sweden if I want to guarantee a demo ride. So is electric dead, pardon the pun, or is it just in a slump? Is the bike market overall dying? Or is it just media hype? Or is it just picking back up again after the disaster that was COVID and the budget and everything else we've got going on in lives? Or is it just that tastes are shifting in terms of other stuff instead of biking, or tastes are shifting in what bikes are being bought and what bikes are now available? And will that continue, or will it shift again? Please let me know in the comment section below what you think is going on with the motorcycle market. Is this something that we need to be concerned about? Is this something that is going to ruin motorcycling for us in the future? I don't know. Is there going to be an introduction of stringent MOT tests for motorcycling? Who knows what's going on? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And that's all I've got for this episode. So thank you very much for joining me. I'll be back next time with something else. And of course, I've got a review coming on my Mustang when my new exhaust arrives, obviously. And I've got other stuff coming too, including that visit to the electric motorbike shop. They do have some used bikes that I can jump on and test. So stay tuned for that also. And that's all from me for now. So thank you very much for joining me. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share this video, and click the notification bell ping at the top of the page there, and leave any comments you like in the comment section below. And until next time, as always, please ride and drive carefully, but have fun. Bye bye.